The hum of 1,000 monitors filled the air inside SpaceX's control center, a symphony of beeping consoles, hushed chatter, and the occasional burst of nervous laughter. The launch was routine. Another Falcon 9, another day at the office. Toby Reynolds, a fresh-faced intern with wide eyes and a jittery energy drink in hand, stood near the logistics station, tasked with the most mundane of duties, ensuring cargo verification logs matched the launch manifest. He wiped his brow, scanning the barcode on the last crate before takeoff. The scanner beeped. The label appeared on his screen. Customer name, Sarah Wilkins. Address, 217 Meadowbrook Drive, Fresno, California. Item, 1 pack of protein bars. Toby blinked. That couldn't be right. He scanned again. Same result. His pulse quickened. He glanced at the towering rocket visible through the thick glass window, fully fueled, countdown ticking. His fingers danced over the keyboard, cross-checking logs. Where was the classified satellite? Where was? A hand clamped down on his shoulder. Everything good, kid? Toby turned sharply. It was Dan, a senior engineer, holding a steaming coffee. Behind him, mission specialists pored over final telemetry checks, oblivious. Toby swallowed. Yeah. Just, double-checking. Dan smirked. First launch nerves, huh? Relax. This thing is automated to hell and back. You can't mess it up if you tried. Toby forced a smile, stomach sinking. Dan took a long sip of coffee, watching the countdown tick from T-3 minutes to T-2 minutes, 50 seconds. A mistake. A colossal mistake. Toby's mind raced. Should he stop the launch? Call someone? Could he even do that? He pictured himself standing up, yelling across the room, "Hey, guys. I think we put an Amazon package in the payload." Yeah, no. That would go well. Instead, he tapped frantically at the keyboard, trying to pull up the last-minute cargo switch logs. But the system was sluggish, too many processes running. The countdown continued. T-2 minutes. His heart pounded. He looked up at the launch director on the elevated podium, headset on, eyes scanning mission readouts. The moment felt too big for him, too fast, too unstoppable. T-1 minute. Sweat pooled at the base of his neck. Toby gritted his teeth, closed his laptop, and stood rigid. It was too late. The rocket belonged to the sky now. T-10. 9. 8. Engines rumbled, flames kissed the launch pad, and with a roar, Falcon 9 tore into the heavens, carrying, among other things, a $6 pack of protein bars bound for Fresno, California. The Falcon 9 sliced through the sky, leaving a thunderous wake of fire and smoke over the Florida coast. Mission Control erupted into applause as data feeds confirmed a successful ascent. Somewhere across the country, on a quiet suburban street in Fresno, a delivery van rolled to a stop. The driver, Mike, grabbed his scanner, checked the address, and rifled through the packages. Nothing. He checked again. Looked under the seats. Lifted a few identical brown boxes, as if the missing one might be hiding beneath them. The scanner beeped in confusion. Out for delivery. Mike frowned. The customer, Sarah Wilkins, had even selected same-day Prime. He sighed, pulling out his phone. Mike, Amazon driver, "Hey boss, got a missing package on Meadowbrook." "Boss, Amazon dispatch, did you check the van?" Mike, "No, I just psychically sensed it wasn't here." "Boss, smartass. Reattempt delivery later." Mike rolled his eyes, shoved the scanner back into its holder, and drove off. Back at SpaceX, Toby was staring at a screen, slack-jawed. The trajectory feed showed the rocket's cargo hurtling through low Earth orbit. But the attached data tag still stubbornly read. Amazon Prime package, out for delivery. Toby felt his stomach collapse inward. He turned, pale-faced, toward Dan, who was laughing with the rest of the team, hands behind his head. The launch director's voice crackled over the speakers, confirming stage separation. Toby cleared his throat. Dan? Dan glanced over, still smiling. What's up, rookie? Toby hesitated. Hypothetically, if we, put the wrong payload on a rocket, how hard would it be to get it back? Dan laughed. Then, seeing Toby's face, the laughter stopped. Oh. Oh no. A Tesla factory floor in Austin hummed with robotic arms and assembly lines. Elon Musk, in a black t-shirt and cargo pants, strolled between the machines, half listening to an engineer discuss a new battery prototype. His phone buzzed. He checked it. Then checked it again. Text from Gwynne Shotwell, SpaceX president, call me. Urgent. Elon sighed, waving off the engineer. 1 second. He stepped into a quieter corridor and dialed. Hey, what's up, he said casually. Silence. Then Gwynne's voice, clipped and professional, so, minor issue. We may have launched an Amazon package into orbit. Elon frowned. Like, metaphorically? No. Literally. There was a pause. Then, very quietly, Elon started laughing. Gwynne, please tell me you're joking. I wish I was. More laughter, this time uncontrollable. Oh my God. Are we doing deliveries now? Not funny, Elon. No, this is the best thing I've ever heard. He wiped a tear from his eye. I mean, I always said we needed to disrupt logistics, but this is next level. Elon. Okay. He took a deep breath. What's Bezos saying? There was a longer silence. He just found out. Elon grinned. Oh, this is gonna be good. 100 miles offshore, aboard his gleaming superyacht, Jeff Bezos was enjoying a morning workout. Shirtless, bald, and glistening, he lifted a kettlebell with a slow, methodical rhythm. The gym's glass walls overlooked the ocean, and for a moment, he felt at peace. Powerful. Unstoppable. Then his assistant, a jittery man named Greg, burst in, clutching a tablet. Sir, we have a situation. Bezos lowered the kettlebell, breathing evenly. Talk. Greg hesitated. You know how we've been tracking package efficiency with the new Prime AI? Bezos wiped his brow. Obviously. Greg swallowed. Well, we lost a package. Bezos narrowed his eyes. Lost? Greg turned the tablet around. The screen displayed a live tracking feed. The map zoomed out. Out. Until there was nothing but Earth. Package status, in orbit. Silence. Bezos slowly stood. Walked toward the window. Stared at the ocean. Who? His voice was dangerously quiet. Who did this? SpaceX, sir. A pause. Then. I demand a refund. The internet caught fire before breakfast. Screens across the world flashed with the breaking news. Amazon package lost in space, a Falcon 9 delivery mishap. Twitter/X erupted. At SpaceX fanboy, bro, does this mean I can get Prime shipping to Mars? Rocket skull. At Tech Insider, SpaceX just entered the logistics business. Bezos can't be happy. At Elon Musk, introducing Amazon Prime Orbital Edition. You're welcome. Amazon's customer service lines melted down with people accidentally ordering packages just to ask if they'd be launched into space. A few hopeful souls even changed their delivery addresses to ISS, low Earth orbit. Late-night hosts feasted. Well, folks, it finally happened. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are officially fighting over who controls the sky. My money's on Bezos, he already looks like Lex Luthor. Meanwhile, at SpaceX headquarters, Toby sat frozen at his desk, scrolling through articles. A hand landed on his shoulder. It was Dan. "Well, kid," he said, shaking his head. "You've made history." Toby groaned. "Seriously," Dan continued. "This is worse than when we accidentally sent a Tesla to Mars." Toby buried his face in his hands. "I'm never getting hired again." Dan smirked. "Depends. You might be getting promoted." Toby peeked through his fingers. "What?" Elon thinks it's hilarious. The Zoom call between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos felt less like a corporate meeting and more like an intergalactic peace negotiation. Bezos sat in his pristine, glass-walled office, arms crossed. "Elon, this is unacceptable." Musk, lounging on a bean bag at SpaceX HQ, smirked. "It's innovation, Jeff." "It's theft," Bezos snapped. "You launched Amazon property into orbit." Musk raised an eyebrow. "Okay, but technically, we didn't steal it. We just moved it. Rapidly. Upwards." Bezos seethed. "You're refunding me." Musk grinned. "How much was the package worth?" $12.99. Musk snorted. "I'll Venmo you." "This isn't funny, Elon." "Oh, it's hilarious," Musk said. "And if you weren't so uptight, you'd admit it." In fact, he leaned forward. "Let's turn this into something bigger." Bezos narrowed his eyes. "I don't follow." Musk gestured wildly. "Let's go get it. A space retrieval mission. Two tech giants racing to recover an Amazon package from orbit. It's got PR gold written all over it." Bezos scoffed. "You want me to waste billions chasing after protein bars?" Musk shrugged. "I mean, your yacht probably cost more." Bezos clenched his jaw. Musk grinned. "Unless you're scared Blue Origin can't beat SpaceX." Silence. Then Bezos sighed, rubbing his temples. "I'll see you in orbit." Inside SpaceX's mission briefing room, engineers huddled around a whiteboard covered in scribbled equations and increasingly ridiculous doodles of a floating Amazon package. "Elon wants us to retrieve it," Gwynne Shotwell announced. Silence. Then a single, exhausted voice, "Why?" "Because he thinks it's funny." Groans. Sighs. Someone started stress-eating an energy bar. One engineer spoke up. "Okay. Well. We could send up a modified Dragon capsule with an articulated arm." A voice cut in from the back. "Or we could just let it fall and catch it on re-entry." Gwynne nodded. "Good. Work on both." Meanwhile, at Blue Origin's headquarters, Bezos' own engineers were engaged in a very similar, but noticeably more hostile, meeting. "This is ridiculous," one muttered. "A multi-billion-dollar space race over snacks." Bezos sat at the head of the table, steepling his fingers. "It's not about the snacks. It's about proving we're better than SpaceX." A silence settled over the room. Then one engineer hesitantly raised a hand. "So, should we, still bill the customer for the lost package?" Bezos scowled. "No." "Okay, cool. Just checking." The world watched as two rockets launched within hours of each other. Mission, Amazon Prime Orbital Retrieval. Blue Circle Blue Origin, New Shepard 2.0, a sleek, elegant spacecraft with an unnecessary amount of branding. Red Circle SpaceX, Dragon Express, a modified cargo capsule with a robotic arm and a cheeky, one-day shipping sticker slapped on the side. Both companies streamed the event live. Millions tuned in, memes flooded social media, and even NASA scientists watched in amusement. Inside SpaceX's capsule, astronaut Javier Torres adjusted his controls. Mission Control, we have visual on the package. There it was, drifting weightlessly, a humble brown Amazon box, rotating slowly against the vast backdrop of Earth. Torres reached for the robotic arm controls. Extending retrieval arm now. Suddenly, Blue Origin's craft whooshed into view. Control? We have company. On board Blue Origin's ship, astronaut Lisa Ng grinned. New Shepard, engaging retrieval mode. Torres cursed under his breath. Of course Bezos couldn't let this go. The next few moments defied all logic and dignity. SpaceX's robotic arm reached for the box. Blue Origin activated a suction device. Both connected at the same time. The package didn't move. The two spacecrafts did. For a brief, glorious moment, the internet witnessed a zero-gravity tug-of-war over an Amazon Prime package. Lisa huffed. Let go. Torres grinned. Make me. Bezos and Musk watched from their respective headquarters, both shouting into their headsets. Don't let SpaceX win. Hold on, Javier. We don't refund failures. Then. Rip. The suction device slipped. The robotic arm jolted. The box spun free. And drifted just far enough out of reach. Then Earth's gravity took over. Torres swore. It's falling. Lisa's eyes widened. Oh no. Bezos slammed his fists on his desk. Recover it. Musk just laughed. High above the atmosphere, the Amazon package began its final descent. Mission Control scrambled. Calculations flooded screens. Engineers shouted coordinates. Re-entry in 90 seconds. Trajectory shows it's heading for. Silence. Toby, the SpaceX intern, squinted at his screen. I think it's gonna land in Fresno. The room blinked at him. Gwynne Shotwell raised an eyebrow. You mean, its original delivery address? Toby hesitated. Yeah. A long pause. Then, from the back of the room, Dan let out a slow, stunned chuckle. Oh, that's poetic. On the ground, in the quiet suburbs of Fresno, delivery driver Mike was finishing his shift. He pulled up to 217 Meadowbrook Drive, still confused about the missing package. He checked his scanner one last time. Status, in transit. He sighed. Stupid system. Then a shadow passed overhead. Mike looked up. A streak of light. A growing object. Then. Thwump. A perfectly intact Amazon package slammed straight into Sarah Wilkins' front yard, leaving a neat, steaming crater in her flower bed. Mike blinked. His scanner beeped. Status, delivered. He hesitated. Then, with the mechanical instinct of a man who had seen it all, he pulled out his phone. Mike, Amazon driver, boss. Package delivered. Boss, Amazon dispatch, told you to reattempt delivery. Mike, yeah. It got here on its own. The world lost its collective mind. News channels ran headlines like, Amazon package survives space, lands on doorstep, no damage. Space Race 2.0, Bezos vs. Musk ends in Fresno. Customer reviews, delivery was fast, but landing could be softer. Jeff Bezos sat at his desk, fists clenched. He exhaled. Slowly. Deeply. Then picked up his phone. Bezos, I want to buy SpaceX. Musk, LOL. At SpaceX HQ, Elon Musk leaned back in his chair, chuckling as he hit send. Then, just for fun, he opened the Amazon app. He ordered another pack of protein bars. Shipping preference, 1-day delivery. Delivery address, low Earth orbit.